Hey, it's Joel. Happy Halloween. It's a great time to get your costume out and dress up as something epic. I don't know if you could tell. I've got my costume on. Can you guess? Can you? I am 3D printing nerd circa 2015.
That's terrible.
Listen, costumes and cosplay, an epic part of Halloween, of course, but now more so than ever is 3D printing incredibly awesome, spooky, fun Halloween models on your 3D printers. I've got a lot to show you. Plus, this episode is sponsored by Thangs, and they've sponsored other episodes before, but this one is really, really special because thanks to their sponsorship, we have an incredibly special, exclusive model free to download and print just in time for Halloween. This is going to be exciting. We have successes, we have massive failures, and I'm going to show it to you all right here on 3D Printing Nerd. This all started when I 3D printed this. This is the Jammin' Jack from Wexter. Here, have a look. I'll put it right up there. Jammin' Jack is a pumpkin-esque sort of figure that grew from the ground and started jamming on his organic guitar. If you think back, Wexter did have a model where a pumpkin figure was kind of coming out of the pumpkin patch. It was a fantastic print, so I think this is kind of a successor to it. But Jammin' Jack looks great. It's a very challenging print. This was done on the Prusa SL1, and this was done with the Prusa resin that it comes with. It is a challenging model. It is a fun model. It is a model that is great to look at. Jammin' Jack, jamming to the jams of the day. Wow. Jammin' Jack is a fantastic model, but there is a multi-material print of this. And if you go look at Tom, Filament Frenzy, he tweeted about it, and it looks fantastic. Of course it does. I wanted to see if I could do that here. So what I did is I started a 2-color print on my CraftBot Flow IDEX XL, and it's in Jesse PLA. Let's see how it turned out. Hello, yes, officer, I would like to report a murder. Wow, to say this is an epic failure is honestly not even doing it justice. Here, let's take a look. So, from what I can tell, the machine was printing fine up until the right extruder skipped some steps. Right extruder! And it's visible on the purge tower. You can see that it was going fine. It was going totally fine until it got to here, and then it was just kind of printing in mid-air. And if you look at the model itself, it also looks great up until it doesn't. There's a little bit of color that has deposited itself right here, the pink. And that could be just because I didn't have temperatures right, or as one extruder was moving away, or two, it oozed a tiny little bit, whatever. But still, epic failure. So fail. I was not going to be defeated, however, and these machines, the CraftBots, can print in single color, and one of the things they tout on their websites is the ability to do mirror and duplication printing. And I thought, mirror printing, that could be interesting, because if you look at the resin printed one, Jammin' Jack is playing with his right vine. And so if you mirror that, then Jammin' Jack would be playing with the left vine. And I thought, what better way to do it? So let's go start that on the CraftBot and see how it turns out. Play the time lapse, Sean. Play the time lapse. Play the time lapse. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Okay, this is in Raise PLA, and this is in the unidentified orange PLA. Holy cow, what happened? I put some magic glue down on this build plate just to make sure things stayed stuck, and oh no, this is not good. So it looks like the right extruder kind of skipped and didn't complete it. This one, it's so close. It looks like that vine right there, it just kind of fell down. It just kind of fell down. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the other ones. Oh no. Oh no. So in this one, I had the Vision Miner nano polymer adhesive, and That's printed solid Sol Black. It looks, I mean, other than the part that fell down back there, we've got ourselves an okay model. The pink one, oh no, the pink one did not survive. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get these back to the desk and have a look under some proper lighting. I really tried. I really tried. Where it looks good, it looks really good. The surface quality that we have on these prints where it's not an abysmal failure looks incredibly good. I at least have that to say, but I am so disappointed. Looking back at the time lapse, one of these, it looked like this part actually fell down at the same time. Okay, pink one, layer shift. I can tell there's a layer shift and it knocks something loose, and then there's a bunch of fur right here, so I mean, failure. This one, no layer shift, but it looks like it knocked a piece down. That would be the support, or no, that would be the hand for the Vine guitar. Okay, this one, orange, layer shift, right extruder. This one, it looks like this piece just got knocked off. The same one, the hand got knocked off. I've seen this printed by many people, so I know it's possible. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna start one on the Prusa Mini in the golden winner from Printed Solid in Jessie PLA. And then while that's printing, why don't we take a look at some of the other resin prints that we have going on the Anycubic machines. Here's my new little resin room, resin function, whatever we want to call it, but I've got this new shelf and I put some resin printers on there. And in the lower left is the Anycubic Photon Mono. And on that, I've got the Nosferatu model from Photos Mint. Next to that is the Anycubic Photon Mono SE. It's kind of enclosed, right? Have to lift the lid on it. And on that one, I've got the Nun figurine from Nico Industries. That'll be a fun one to take a look at. Next to that, on the Anycubic Photon Mono X, is a Thangs exclusive from Chaos Core-Tech, and it's Oogie Boogie. And I can't wait to show you this one.
Well, what have we here?
Right above that is the Prusa SL1, and I reprinted Jam and Jack on that one. But in this one, and all of the other resin machines, I've loaded it with Soraya Tech's Fast Resin. It's a really good resin. I love using it, and so I wanted to see how it would perform in the SL1. I did add a little bit of smoky gray in there and a little bit of orange, and it's a melting pot. So we'll take a look here, and we'll clean these all up, and we'll have a look. Here they are. Here are the resin models that we just cleaned up. In fact, I've got my respirator here, so if you notice some redness there,
it's because I was being safer. I wore gloves and a respirator. Yeah!
And we got these resin models. These have been washed in isopropyl alcohol, and then they were cured under a UV lamp. In fact, I used the Prusa CW1 to do that. First, let's move Oogie Boogie over here, because that's the one I want to showcase. But this one, this is Jam and Jack. Just look at that. So this is Soraya Tech Fast Resin. It's gray. I also used a little of the smoky black, and I just hit it with a little bit of the blue resin, just a little bit, just to kind of tint it. Just a little bit. I love the semi-translucency of it. Excellent model. I love this model. Next up, oh, you know what? I had the Nosferatu. I had that model loaded up, and then I thought I picked the right G code, but I didn't. I picked Jason Voorhees. This is from my buddy Photos Mint. Look at that. The detail on that's great. This is actually two parts. It's a stand and then the bust. And the bust, because of the elephant's foot on the bottom of the model, you can kind of see it stick out right there. This precluded this from sticking, and so I just used a knife. Look at that, the cracks in the skull. Look at the scars, the pockets. Man, Photos, you kicked some butt here, man. Dang, man, good job. Good job. Next is, it was small. It was a really small model, and I thought I scaled it up, but apparently not enough. This is the Nun from Nico Industries, and he said he thinks it's from a video game or something. I don't remember what, but there's the little stand. You can see it says the Nun right there. You can see, oh, you can see your teeth. Wow. And there's the head covering right there. So that would go on the nun. That's not too bad. After I'm done with this, I'm going to get these clipped up, cleaned off, and I'm going to put the super up close lens so we can take a look at the teeth and whatnot. And hopefully future Joel takes care of that and you're seeing it now, because I bet it would look fantastic. Great. Nico, thanks for that, man. So listen, all of the models that I've shown you so far have been paid models. Waxter, Fotis, Nico, their business is either distributing models via Patreon, or in Nico's case, he has Nico Industries, and you can buy digital models for printing from him. This one though, Oogie Boogie, right here, this one is special. So at the top, I did mention that this episode was sponsored by Thangs, and I've had them as episode sponsors before. They've been fantastic to work with, but with their sponsorship here, they had other ideas. Thangs wanted to commission something that everyone could download from their website for free to print, and I knew just who to call. This is Oogie Boogie from Garrett and Chelsea over at Chaos Cortec. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Look at the stitching. Look at the texture. Wow. You can see the 5 and the 4 on the dice and the stitching. No snake for a tongue on this model, but he's got his trademark smile. But this model, this Oogie Boogie, is 100% free for you to download for this Halloween or whenever you want to print yourself an Oogie Boogie. The link is in the description, and this is thanks to Thangs. So a big thanks to Thangs for sponsoring this episode and making this model free to download and supporting awesome creators such as Garrett and Chelsea. Well done. I did notice that towards the bottom, I don't know if it's so easy to see, there was a lifting problem, or maybe it was on the tummy here. Oh, you can't really see it. But I put some holes in the bottom, but I think suction forces caused it to not be as high quality as it could be. But I think it still turned out okay. It's not tacky. I still see some shiny spots on him though, so maybe he could use a little bit more cure time. But he's not tacky to the touch. And he smells like Oogie Boogie should probably smell. Awesome. Well, this is a good time though. We've got 2 more things to show you, and unfortunately, one's a failure and one is a massive, massive success. Remember, I said, let's go print this Jam & Jack on the Prusa Mini. And this is Golden winner Jesse Pile from Dave over at Printed Solid, and it failed. Also, it lifted off the build plate. What? I've never had that. This model is cursed. It's cursed. Anyway, there's Jam & Jack in the Golden winner, and you can see that this part right here, it fell down. It fell down, just like that. But for the parts that didn't fail, they look fantastic. This is a tough model. I will not be broken, and I still have time before Halloween, so I may try this again. Yes, it worked in resin, but with this sort of model, resin's almost like cheating, right? It's just too easy for this sort of model. But FDM, there's the key. I know Tom at Filament Frenzy printed it. Now I gotta print it. And if I am successful, I will tweet this out. We've got one more, and this is going to be a first. I'll go get it. Oh. There we go. It's so heavy. This is the Creality CR30. This is Naomi Wu's 3D print mill, and this is a line of Oogie Boogies. Scaled to 50%. This is the Printed Solid Marble PLA, but I call it Vanilla Bean because it's Vanilla Bean. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could print some Oogie Boogies on the 3D print mill, like on the belt printer? Would it work? Yes, all 5 of them. Ooh. Take this one. This Oogie Boogie in the back came off. So there we go. You can tell that about 50% the size. About 50%. Not too shabby. That's Oogie Boogie right there. Printed Solid Marble PLA. Have a look though. Have a look in the Tucas. So because of the way it prints, this is a severe overhang. It's crazy. But then it was able to print it. Oh, you can tell a little bit right there. A little bit right there. Okay, okay. The rest of Oogie Boogie came out though. There's a little bit of zits on it. I want to say zits, and that could be a retraction problem. I printed using the Creality belt slicer, which is Cura 360, and it's the same Cura 360 as black belt Cura, so I got to look into that. But I mean, I think this turned out, oh, there's a little hole. Little hole right there. Weird, but this was printed on the belt printer. In fact, all of these were printed on the belt printer. And I've got 5 of them. Would you want one? This is a first. This is a very, very first. This is the first print giveaway, I think, from the Creality belt printer. I've got 5 Oogie Boogies here from this belt machine. I'll give away 3. This contest is open anywhere in the world, and the link will be down in the description. Go ahead and enter down there for your chance. I'll give it a week, and then we'll pick 3 winners. And then 3 people from around the world will have one of the first Oogie Boogies, one of the first like little character prints in their hands from the belt printer. Oh, that's exciting. That is exciting. Well, listen, we had a lot of fun today. We showcased an incredible model from Wexter that is cursed on FDM for me. We showcased a model from Fotis Mint, the Jason Voorhees. We showcased the Nun model from Nico Industries. And thanks to Thangs, we showcased a model commissioned from Garrett and Chelsea over at Chaos Core Tech, and it is the Oogie Boogie. You can download it for free. There's a link in the description. And then we've got the belt printer here that printed off a bunch of these. I'm giving away 3 to enter to win anywhere in the world. Just click the link in the description and you're in. Oh, this was fun. This was fun. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you are awesome. I hope you have a wonderful, safe, and happy Halloween. Have as much fun as you can. Be as safe as you can. Hug each other more and from a safe distance. High five. This is how you get prints off the print mill. So, obviously I've got the extender here. I've got the rails, or the rollers, and so they're not just gonna drop off. There's one.